Good evening.
Evening.
And welcome to another episode of FARA's Folky Folk for the Orkney Folk Festival. We hope you're fine and well wherever you are. We're here in the parish of Evie tonight and the sun has just set in behind us. Yeah. It's a beautiful night here and we're just about to meet our next guest of the series.
Just before we do that, however, if I can just draw your attention to this sign behind Harv and myself. This is a sign for the St Magnus Way. So locals in Orkney and also visitors alike, when you come up here, this is a fantastic walk that goes all over Orkney. So yeah, definitely have a look at it, the St Magnus Way.
But talking of walking, Jeana.
Oh yes.
Walking is something to do with our next guest.
It is indeed. We're going to meet Bruce Mainland, who has been during lockdown gallivanting all over Orkney, but we'll let him tell you more about it. So let's head up to the Broch of Gurness to meet him. We have been joined by the lovely Bruce Mainland here, and we're in a very picturesque place right now. We are looking across the water to the island of Rousey. Now Rousey is used as an island hopping back and forth for the folk festival, but Bruce, you also have connections there. You were born and brought up there, so is that where you got like your musical influence from?
I suppose so. To begin with, there was always sort of music going on in the Isles. We had a fantastic neighbour who played accordion, and you had things like the wire band coming across to play at dances, and yeah.
So there's all kinds of things going on in Rousey. But what drew you to singing and playing guitar, and you also play recorder too?
Well, yes, I started as a recorder player when I was about 7.
Right.
I suppose I took up playing the guitar when I moved to Kirkwall to go to school and things.
Oh, yeah.
But I've always kind of sung and done bits and pieces, so yeah.
Yeah.
Super. Speaking about your singing, we're going to let everyone hear one of your songs, but both of us know your singing from growing up around you and stuff, but like your repertoire is just so diverse. It's some crazy, some really cool. It's just like it's just great. But where do you get like all your inspiration? How do you know what you want to sing? And
there's no one source. I just find things that I like. You hear something on the radio, and things like the internet now are a brilliant source of finding lyrics and music, and so you can really get hold of anything you want.
Yeah, absolutely. And you just said the internet there. I saw that you were doing a song a day on the internet, and that was just brilliant. What made you come about doing that?
Well, I don't really know. I did it for about the first 3 months. We were locked down.
Yeah.
I suppose it filled in my time as much as anything else. It got me back in touch with some folk I'd worked with about 20 years ago and things like that, who suddenly pop up on Facebook. And
yeah, it's good for that.
Yeah.
It's good for keeping in touch with folk.
Absolutely.
And over lockdown as well, it's not just been singing that you've been doing. We've been hearing you're doing a bit of walking too.
Well, yes, and I did this challenge to do 10,000 steps a day in March for cancer research. Well, it was lovely. We got to some unexpected bits and managed to make them a wee bit of money as well.
Excellent. So it'd be a good way of seeing the island.
Absolutely, yeah.
Now, we'll not keep you too much longer, Bruce, because, I'm really looking forward to your song.
Thank you.
Can you introduce it to us and tell everyone here at the Orkney Folk Festival's Folky Folk what you're going to be delighting us with? Right,
well, it's a wee bit of nonsense written by one of my favourite singer-songwriters, a guy called Eric Bogle, who was born in the borders of Scotland and emigrated out to Australia. Probably more well known for, he wrote some beautiful anti-war songs, love songs, but he also wrote this wee bit of nonsense about cats.
We'll let you go and get your guitar ready.
Yeah.
And thank you very much for talking to us today, Bruce.
No bother, thank you.
Cheers.
Somebody's moggy by the side of the road. Somebody's pussy who forgot his highway code. Someone's favourite feline who ran straight out of luck when he ran into the road and tried to argue with a truck. Yesterday he purred and played in his pussy paradise, decapitating Tweety birds and masticating mice. Now he's just 6 pounds of raw mincemeat that don't smell very nice. He's nobody's moggy now. All you who love your pussy, be sure to keep him in. Don't let him argue with the truck is bound to win. And upon the motorway, don't let him play or frolic If you do, I'm warning you, it could be catastrophic. If you let him play on the roadway, I'm afraid that will be that. There'll be one last despairing meow and a rather squelchy splat, and your pussy will be slightly dead and very, very flat. He's nobody's moggy, just red and squished and soggy. He's nobody's moggy now.